Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper stream. Today we're going to be testing out something new, having a little bit of fun. We're going to be playing Boros Heroic. So this is a deck that I put together. I was looking at MTG Goldfish and I did a quick search of deck lists that involve 10th District Legionnaire, and I found a goose egg. There was zero. There's nothing there. So we haven't seen any trophy results that have been posted onto MTG Goldfish with this deck list, and that means I had to build it myself. So this is what I came up with. For our heroic creatures, we have the 10th District Legionnaire, the recent downgrade. We also have Lagonaban Trailblazer, one of the better heroic creatures from the mono-white heroic deck. And then to fill out the rest of the creature slots, we're actually playing creatures with prowess, another recent downgrade, Monastery Swiftspear, along with Seeker of the Way, another downgrade, and to finish off the creature suite, we have yet another downgrade, Thamos High Priest. So almost all of our creatures were originally printed as uncommons, and we actually have another downgrade in the deck, if you can believe it. Emerged Unscathed was originally printed as an uncommon as well. So we're going to be running a ton of downgrades in this deck, along with just some very, very powerful cards from Magic's history. We got Lightning Bolt in the side, Dust to Dust if we come up against Affinity, Prismatic Strands. We've got a lot of white creatures here to be able to cast it twice. So figure, we might be able to bring that in against Kiln Fiend or something, I don't know. So yeah, what we're going to do here, we're going to test the deck a few times and probably put up a couple games on YouTube later. But yeah, I wanted to get a bit of a feeling for the deck before I take it through a league. Probably want to make a few changes. One of the things that for example, I changed immediately. I originally intended on running this deck with gates. I was going to run 8 colored gates and then 4 basilisk gates to be able to pump up our creatures and continue attacking, even on turns when we're not putting auras on them or casting instants or sorceries. The problem with that is that we don't have a lot of ways to use colorless mana. We have Seeker of the Way and High Priest. 6 cards that use colorless mana, and that's it. So we're not going to be able to really tap Basilisk Gate to cast our spells. So that was making me think twice, making me doubt if Gates was actually the way to go with this deck. So we're going to be starting out with a heavy dose of basics, 9 plains, 5 mountains. We're going to run 4 Windscarred Crag, which are going to be allowing us to gain a life, as well as giving us our 2 colors of mana, and 2 Courtyards, which again gain us a life and give us 1 color or the other, whichever we need at the moment. So yeah, we're going to take this into the tournament practice room and play a few matches with it and see if we can figure out if this deck is good or bad or needs to be taken back to the drawing board. Okay, make sure I'm playing the right deck, and we're going to create, I'm not going to, I hope that we get to play against them later. And yep, we're going to create a game here, and we'll just wait to see if someone joins us. Titan, good morning. The best Pauper player ever. Well, thank you for saying so. I know there's plenty of other Pauper players who are more talented than me, but I really love the game, and I just love sharing it with all of you. Yeah, this looks good to me. So this is a card I wasn't talking about during the intro. Fur of the Bitten, 1 mana, +2/+2, and it has to attack each combat. I think that's a pretty cool card. Oh my god, Fog would just be such a nightmare. Bring it on. Another Fur of the Bitten. Wow. No! Alright. They got some damage in. No, no, bring it on. Seriously. If you want to play with Fog, if you have the time to play after this match, we'll absolutely do that. Um, I'm thinking it's going to be a terrible matchup, but I have no fear. That's a big hit. Okay, so speaking of terrible matchups, opponent is playing Pestilence, which has got to be a bad matchup for us. I don't even have to click my creatures to attack anymore. They just come in naturally. Now, splitting like this is so much worse against an Edict, but better versus blockers. Opponent's going to have a lot of creatures that they're potentially going to be able to play. This way, I've got two creatures that can consistently attack. Preference and style. You have blue, green, and Teamer. Nah, surprise me. Okay, there's the companion. Do they draw a removal spell? Oh, they're playing gates too, along with all the other tap lands and stuff. And a missionary, okay. So we just keep attacking. Oh, hey, that's a good one. Let's use it. Are you going to play leagues later? I'm not sure. I want to play with this deck for a little while and see how I feel later. I was actually thinking I might play some Chivalry 2 later. Take this deck through the paces, play a bunch of matches, and then finish off the stream with Chivalry 2, which I've just been having a ton of fun with lately. Think you just block the warrior and take 8 here. And then we'll just slam down this Trailblazer, why not? It'll give us something nice to sacrifice if they have an Edict. Oh, you know, I wasn't sure if the MTG bot was going to like register in this kind of format. It's good to know that it does. Sounds cool. Hope you have fun. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Like the deck list so far, but not running TBR always feels off, even if it's only a 2 of. Yeah, TBR would be pretty good here, huh? Well, we can make this make that change after this match. Now they're going to cast down our biggest creature. That's kind of sad that it was a cast down and not a edict. Of course, Skyfisher. What do you return here? The companion or the missionary? The missionary to gain life, certainly. One, two, three, four, five. They can actually block and kill the warrior token right now, although it costs them everything. Ooh, well, they think they could, but not with Muta. Not Pauper related, just got a playset of Aether Vials for 40 bucks, building budget taxes. Hey, congratulations. Aether Vials has like a ton of printings, right? Send a message, attack with the O4. Kill all your critters, keep mine. Seems like a good trade for me. Yeah, I kind of felt like the High Priest would be a nice way to be able to get back into a game. Maybe I'll like throw it in the sideboard or something. Yeah, I think I'll throw the High Priest in the sideboard. I think I have Sacred Cat in there right now. Or did I take that out? Oh, I had Sacred Cat in the board. I already took it out. Okay. Unfortunate. We've run out of gas. Still putting up pressure. I'll gain a life. Don't really have any way to use all this extra mana, unfortunately. Now, we got really close to running them over, but looks like they're starting to stabilize. Ooh, Pest. Sounds good, Titan. Oh, another land. Brutal. Drawing 2 lands in a row here. 1, 2, 3. They don't have enough black mana to Pestilence away my critters yet. Akuyara, hello. Exactly. Taking Boros Heroic into a few matches in the tournament practice. Just kind of like building the deck here. Going to be testing it, making changes, trying to get it to the point where I think it's good enough to take it through a league. I mean, this is actually game one. This is the first game that I've played with a deck at all. Nice and aggressive. Gets off the ground early. Where the gates, I was talking about that at the start of the stream. There are so few cards that I can actually use colorless mana for. The Basilisk Gate would be generally like just there for the pump. We wouldn't be able to use the mana almost ever. So first run, I decided to go a lot heavier on the basics. A lot more untapped lands, so we're able to get onto the board quickly. As quick as we can, anyway. Alright, so they can block here and actually kill the warrior. Is Sentinel's Eyes change that? we Sentinel's Eyes this, it becomes a 6. They block, that's 4 damage. They still have 2. So yeah, if we Sentinel's Eyes this, they could still kill it, but it takes both of their creatures and taps their mana, and then we could just put Sentinel's Eyes on the Trailblazer afterwards. Or we could play it on the Trailblazer now. They still have to block this the same way, and this way we get 2 damage in. I mean, I guess they could still double block the Trailblazer and kill it. But they have to choose one. They can only kill one creature this combat. And it costs them both of theirs, if I'm right. They Pestilence once, they go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So even with an untapped black source here, they don't have enough Pestilence to kill the Trailblazer. Oh, that's a problem. I don't really want to play this into their Pestilence. We are in a little bit of trouble now. That's pretty good against us. I guess if we play this and they start like using Pestilence, they're almost dead. Yeah, I think we do play it. Potentially get to attack with 2 or 3 creatures next turn. 2 of our creatures, 2 of our 4-ofs do have haste. So many non-basics. Does Guy Who Walks Alone play any basics in that deck? Anger. Okay. So hitting this with anger. Oh, they took this out of the graveyard with Bajuka Bog or something? Do we have anything in here? We have Trailblazer. Ugh. One, two, three, four, 5. So we could Ancestral Anger on the Trailblazer. I think that's the best thing to do. Jackman, hello. And a Swift Spear. Okay, activating Pestilence. Killing the Swift Spear. Killing the High Priest. We have Trample, so I think this wins. Cool. Alright, so we're playing against Pestilence deck. I don't think we're going to be served by much of our sideboard here. Strands is okay to like prevent a pestilence thing, but I mean realistically, it doesn't protect us from edict. It doesn't protect us from cast down. Cheers, Titan. We could go with lightning bolt for some reach. Let me take a look at my copy of Pestilence here. See what they're bringing in. Destroy all enchantments, prismatic strands. So we might want to bring in Flaring Pain if they're bringing in strands. Wondering, maybe Lightning Bolt is better than Muta? Clears a blocker out of the way, gives us a little bit of reach, and it's not like Muta is going to be saving our creature from a cast down or a Chainer's Edict. Could potentially save a creature from a Pestilence for a turn, though. The Mutas were pretty good game one. Okay, we got all of our colors. Only one critter, which is a little bit unfortunate. Opponents on a deep mulligan here, down to 5. But if one of their cards is a removal spell, their hand is going to be pretty good. Oh man, Emerge Unscathed. I was wondering, maybe I should have waited until this was available. I don't know, I kind of like this. If we get a chance here, we can play the mountain, we can just keep this up. Yeah, this is nice. For the Bitten, make our creature into a 3/7, attacks every turn. Don't have to click it to attack, it attacks by itself. Alright, don't be an Edict, okay? Be like a cast down or something. They don't have any blockers yet. Let's play another Fur of the Bitten. Get some big boy damage in there. And we get to protect it. Get that cast down out of their hand. And now we can give it pro white. And this is GG. A little bit of reach. All right, thanks for the games, the guy who walks alone. Um, as I recall, I've actually modeled the Pestilence decks that I play after the Pestilence decks that you've succeeded with in the past. So it was an honor to play with you. Oh, our game went down. I wanted to chat with them. Oh, it might have been who might have been. Oh, this is He Who Walks Alone. Guy Who Walks Alone. The names were very similar, and it confused me. It would have been He Who Was in the Water. Thanks for correcting me. All right, Titan. Cheers. Did you ready for that game? A lot of people that does stuff in their usernames. Yeah. Just easily confused, that's all. Panda Express FRF. If you are you set up to just like start a game with me, or do you want me to start one with you? You're set up? Perfect. Yeah, we'll run one more like this, and then we'll switch. You know what? Give me a second. I want to switch the. Where is it? Where's my Boros deck? There it is. I want to switch something. I'll be ready to mow. Sure. If you want to play next, absolutely. Actually, I want to put the High Priest in the board. And what are we going to take out? Take out one Lightning Bolt and one Lifelink. Okay. Ready again. PT Bench with the raid! Holy shit, thank you so much! Oh, that's amazing! Thanks everybody for coming by. My name's Cooper the Red. Doing a little bit of Pauper testing right now. Playing this Boros Heroic deck that I built just 40 minutes ago. And we're taking it through the paces. Going to be making some changes here and there, and I want to get it ready to put it into some leagues. You know what? Kuyara, I was absolutely thinking about putting Kiln Fiend in this list 100%. And with Teamer Battle Rage, like, more and more this list is just going to be shifting towards hot dogs. What's going on here? Uh, I don't want a modern deck. You can show me about Pauper decks. Boros Heroic. Hot Dogs is a great deck. Go Leagues. I want to do some testing first, so that we can change the deck in between matches as we learn things. And that way, you know, like I'm not, after the first match in a league, you know, wanting to change things but can't. Much better to start testing in the tournament practice room. Well, no creatures here, so we gotta get we got a mulligan. Oh, no Apostle's Blessing, Rite of Flame, and it feels really good? Sweet. Yeah, Blaubear. I've been kind of falling behind on the content, so doing an extra day today. Going to be a little bit different from normal, though. Not doing the leagues. We're doing some testing first, and then later, if you want to stick around, I'm going to be playing some Chivalry 2. Fave class in Chivalry 2, Footman with a Halberd. Are you surprised? I was. I know, it looks like hot dogs here. What deck am I even playing? Am I sure I registered the right deck? Yeah, right? Just grab that TBR and we're good to go. Actually, it kind of makes me want to wait a turn to cash in on these mutas. Oh, seriously, deck? How much damage is this if we just mute a TBR? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. Like, we just go for it before they have an opportunity to be able to cast any kind of fogs, right? We just go for max damage, don't have to worry about fog, don't have to worry about casting a ton of spells into Weather the Storm. So yeah, let's just do huge damage, and we'll move on from there. $14. Oh, that's right, 16 because we get the extra boost from the TBR. Even better. Eat that. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. This is just a hot dogs deck, apparently. If we get another good card here, we just win. And basically, I mean, we don't have a lot of spells that we cast with red. This is actually kind of a bad hand. It just worked out that it was really aggressive. If we get like anger here, we're really happy. But regardless, we put them to 1. For the Bitten would have been a win. The thing is, like, most of our spells are white. And this is where they stabilize. Turn 3 at 1 life. Alright, we found white mana. So we can start doing stuff. Mashup of familiars and acid trip of a feeling that go exactly this same like this. Oh, Tangle. Excellent. Yeah, that's definitely pretty good. They don't have to worry about these two attacking next turn, but I do have creatures with haste in the deck, so potentially I could just cast one of them next turn and attack with it. So they're not totally safe. Narabella. Such good advice. Damn that Twitch delay. Thornwood Falls getting them up to 2. And do they have Weather the Storm to gain 6 more? Oh, they do. All of our hard work. And this is where we get into the grind. Ah, there we go. I thought there was a card like that. All right, we'll put that into the deck for the next match. Homestead Courage. I would appreciate a reminder as we get to the end of the match here. I mean, that is absolutely a card that we should be playing 4 of. Not sure what I'll take out for it yet. Maybe even the, probably like Sentinel's Eyes. Probably take out Sentinel's Eyes. Maybe Fur of the Bitten. I really like Fur of the Bitten, though. But it is probably just better. Probably have to buy those because I was looking through my collection to try and find a card like that, and I couldn't. Alright, did we see what cards they revealed? They did not reveal a Tangle. This is currently lethal if we attack all. I'm going all in. Moment's Peace. Well, I mean, we will have Flaring Pain out of the sideboard, so that could be good. Yeah, strap in, friends. It was looking like a really quick game, and now it's going to be a real long one. They got another Moment's Peace. And they put Frantic Inventory down. So they took Growth Spiral and Moment's Peace. Winning on time, yeah. Not really. And because this is one of the games where I invited Titan to play, instead of 25 minutes, we each get 40. Oh well. Desert. Oh, double desert. Now they can kill our Swift Spears. Gonna need something to pump them up. Okay. That pumps up my Swift Spears enough that we don't have to worry about the desert this turn. Oh no, weather again. Starting to think we might want to just concede this one and move on to so that we can get flaring pain back. But like they don't exactly have a ton of cards available. Play out a few more turns. See if we can draw spell into spell. But if we flood out, it'll be game over in a mo. Wow, another pieces of the puzzle. Okay, yeah, we're scooping here. Yeah, the pieces got Moment's Peace and Weather, and that's it. They can weather Arcane Denial, one of the weather, and then yeah, just go ham. Bring this in. Let's get some direct damage going. We don't need Muta in this matchup. Hey, Blind, it made you check the calendar? Alright, alright. Yeah, don't normally stream on Fridays, but having some fun today. Doing a little bit of testing. I think Emerged Unscathed is also, like, not really a card we need. I think Muta is better than that. I mean, TBR is good or bad. We did a ton of damage with TBR last in the early part of last game. If we can find a moment where they don't have um, the fog available, it's game breaking. What would we take out for TBR? What would be better? I really don't see any of these cards being better. Angel's Wings. Ah, close. Really close. Okay. We'll keep this one, and we'll get rid of the Swift Spear. These have haste anyways. Go get Mountain. I do like drawing cards. Ugh, used to my creatures attacking for me. What is this? I gotta click my creature to attack with it? What a waste of time. Ah, there we go. Angelic Gift. Okay. I also like, what was it, Defiant Strike? That was a card I played a lot of when Heroic was in Standard. Hmm. Could go Cartouche Anger here. Or we can just play another critter attack for 4. Stop gaining life. I wanted to hold up Flaring Pain here. I guess that doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's like, oh, they stop 4 damage, Flaring Pain. Aha, take that 4. That's okay. As we continue to play the deck, we'll get better with it. Oh, come on, really? Hydroblast? But no. Can't have removal spells versus me. Alright, so they got the fog, but at least our creature is bigger now. So next turn when we attack with it, with a Flaring Pain, you know, we'll be able to get some decent damage in. That's what we should have done from the start. Fur of the Bitten. Now that is more damage than Sentinel's Eyes. And then I don't have to tap my creature to attack with it all the time. If we Fur of the Bitten on Warrior token, then it's not as vulnerable to Hydroblast. We don't get the +1 in Scry from that, though. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so they weather. That is a lot of life. But at least we're dealing damage this turn. Take 10. Shit. Yeah, we can't really TBR now because I used the anger. Oh, another weather. Oh my god. Ah. Got rid of those moments peace, but the weather, the storms gaining that life. Up to 34. And then back down to 16. I mean, we are dealing big damage when we manage to get through, but we know they have at least one more moment's peace we have to get through. Yeah, I was feeling like this was going to be an absolute nightmare matchup. It turns out it was. No surprise though. The deck is built to beat Hut Dogs, so it should be able to beat this too. The preordain was one top, one bottom. 14, 15, put them to 2. And they can kill a warrior. Well, not if they're going to frantic inventory. Oh, they found another moment's peace. Brutal. So yeah, they can still kill the warrior. And they have 2 moments peace in the graveyard we have to get through. Need another Flaring Pain. Okay, so 2 deserts, they can kill a Swift Spear now. Frantic inventory draws 3 cards. So this is lethal. Oh no, they have the Hydro Blast for my good critter. That's pretty much the reason why. Bellacore. And Weather the Storm. Alright, I'm tapping out. Good games, Titan. We're calling it here. Opponent just has so much card advantage. They have multiple Weather the Peace in the graveyard ready to go. More cards in hand than we do. The advantage bar is well over in their favor. And we got more games to play, and we've got, let's see here. We've got another change to this deck to make. I don't think I have Homestead Courage, but let's check. I have 1. All right, we're going to need some more. Right-click, add to wish list. Let's see if Plethora Bulk has any. Cheapest place to get your bulk cards, by the way. Plethora Bulk. Hooray! GG's, Titan. Yeah, thanks for coming into the stream, and that was a really tough matchup. I was definitely glad to be able to test it out. The Flaring Pain was definitely good, but yeah, those Weather the Storms, wow. Good, but not good enough. All right, so we wanted to bring in 4 of these, add 4 to the deck, taking out the Sentinel Eyes, and did we have anything else we wanted to bring in? Think I like the fur of the Bitten a little bit more than the wings and the guiding voice. Took out white card for a white card, so we don't really need to change the mana around. There you are. Next game ready to go. 3 Thornwood Falls, 3 Weather the Storm, and a Growth Chamber. I mean, like, the Thornwood Falls gaining all that little bit of life. But yeah, the 3 Weathers, they were just so well timed. And then combined with the fogs that you were able to draw, yeah, very strong. This is a really risky one. I mean, we have some strength here, and that we're able to get on the board quickly, have a really, really large creature they're not going to be able to do too much to. And if we can draw red mana, then we're, you know, like, really happy. I think I'm just going to keep it and pray that we draw red mana. Probably a mistake, but this is going to be really hard for them to kill. And we can get it down before counter magic. I like Emerge. Hey, red mana! Being able to protect ourselves from cast downs and such, pretty important in the current meta. Finally, Seeker of the Way reveals himself. Oh, I see. 4th Emerge over 4th Homestead. Pretty close. Pretty close. I think I like Homestead Courage, though, just because it has so much aggressive potential. Hey, thank you so much for saying so, Titan. I mean, I'm pretty much keeping it, like, real for my, I don't know, like, I don't see myself as a celeb or whatever, but I guess I am getting recognized a lot more on Modo. Oh, there it goes. His head started swelling. Not going to be able to wear the headphones anymore. They're too small. Get that blocker out of the way. Don't have enough time. Ah, sorry to hear that, Blowbar. I would love to play a game against you. Another Homestead Courage. So I'm thinking we'll play Swift Spear, Homestead from Graveyard here. What are you trying to improve over the mono white heroic or mono red hot dogs lists? That's a really, really good question and one that we should be examining. Basically, I wanted to play Boros Heroic, and I was putting that above, you know, like that kind of discussion for today, so that we can start to look at that towards the future. One of the things that we could potentially get is gates, but since we don't really have any way to use colorless mana, the Basilisk Gate doesn't really help us cast our spells besides Seeker of the Way and High Priest. I think I actually wanted to hit the one from the graveyard. Small mistake. I mean, we definitely get better creatures with the Boros version compared to White Heroic. Our creatures are way better. Some of them, you know, are more difficult to remove than the Kiln Fiend is. Getting to attack for big damage turn after turn. Another Homestead Courage, okay. I mean, that's definitely where we started, blind, 100%. I wanted to play Boros Heroic and tried to build the deck. Homestead Courage, we've gotten a lot of them here, and they look amazing. Yeah, look at this. They're counterspelling a Homestead Courage. I agree with that, Titan. I do think that we should be asking ourselves this question, especially when brewing, when building a deck. Why am I building this deck? Is it really better than some other decks that I could be playing? A great question to ask as a competitive Magic player. Uh-oh. If they have two Screds, our Trailblazer is deads. Hmm. They need two Screds. Yeah, I was looking at that deck actually when I was trying to find cards to play with this one. Although I didn't catch on to Homestead Courage. I mean, they know we have Homestead Courage in the graveyard, so they probably have two Screds. Just waiting for us to move in on the Trailblazers so they can punish us. Wow, just took the damage. I guess I was wrong. How did the Fog matchup go? Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, we got really, really killed a lot. Burik Waladka Chamurik. Hello. Just call me Burke. You got it? But I mean, a name like that, I had to try it at least once. High Priest might be interesting here. They're going to have a lot of removal for our creatures, so being able to bring our creatures back could be good. I think because of decks like these, I like Grixis Curve more. I haven't played the Grixis Curve deck yet, but people have been telling me that I should try it. I think I'll be trying that right after the new set releases. We get a new toy to play in the deck, so probably want to give that a shot. And then, yeah, it makes a lot of sense with Kiln Fiend and such. Being able to get access to sacrifice effects is a big deal. Thinking TBR might be a little bit of a liability in this matchup. Really like the mutagenic growth. Because, like we TBR, they kill our creature, we just get no value from this. Same could be said for a lot of our cards, though. Yeah, yeah, I love Curve too. It's a shame that we don't see it more. I think that a lot more people should play it. Bolt for reach. I was thinking about that also just to be able to kill their 1/3 so I can get through. This is good enough. Not great though, but we do have the mutagenic growth to save the Legionnaire. That would be so much better if our prowess triggers counted Storm. But yeah, the Storm on our heroic creatures would be really cool. Gonna have to run. Thank you so much again for the games. Made my day. Oh, you truly are the best, Cooper. Thank you so much for saying so, Titan. I really enjoyed playing against you. We've, hung out here on stream for quite a bit, so being able to finally play a game with you is awesome. Does this deck have enough creatures that we can utilize the power of the new gates? I was thinking about the gates originally when I was first building this deck. Oh no. Throwing this into Counterspell. We're gonna lose. Oh my god, it resolved. How did that happen? Okay. How did that resolve? Muta. Counterspell the Muta. Alright, let's get that Scry. Mountain. Don't need any more mountains. Do need more plains, though. Bottom that. Muta. I'll top that. We're going to want to keep Emerged Unscathed available here. So I'm just going to use Anger. Bottom. I hope so. Ooh, another Anger to use our red mana. Love it. We got Seeker as another creature. This is a good creature, though. Bottom. I think we might have actually just should have gone in on Homestead Courage here. They wouldn't be able to use almost anything here to kill my creature. Oh well. We'll keep up the Emerge Unscathed in case they have like a Hydroblast or something. Oh, we get the GG's in chat. GG's. Alright, that one's a win. Did I say anything else I wanted to change in between these games? Have we found any more cards that I wanted to put into the deck? Want to play a mono blue Delver list with the horror? Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, the new blue 5/5. I knew what you were talking about. Yeah, the double Muta. That was one of the big reasons why I kept that hand. I only had the one creature, the Legionnaire, but because I had the double Muta, I felt safe in keeping that hand. Aarakocra? Yeah, we can't play Aarakocra Sneak right now on MTGO, unfortunately. They haven't programmed any of the initiative cards yet. We don't even know if they're going to, unfortunately. All right, I want to play a couple games with Gates. I've really been liking the speed. Like we have the untapped lands for the most part. We've been able to get on the board quick and to like aggressively take the game to the opponent. But I do want to try the Gates to say that like we gave it a shot. Is it good? Is it just like worse? So I'm gonna build a copy of this deck. We're gonna put Gates in, and we're just gonna try it. Yeah, yeah, we'll put the kitten into the sideboard with the Gates. Yeah, Swifty is looking a lot worse. Maybe we just, I don't know. Basically, like it gives us something to do when we're not casting our spells. But I'm wondering if it, like at that point, if we don't have spells to cast on our creatures, is the game already over? Well, I guess that's what the Gates are for, to try and give us that few more turns where we can potentially punch through. I don't know. I'm still really reticent, might be the right word. I'm really not sure that the Gates are going to work in this deck, but we're going to give it a shot. Boros Heroic Gates, okay. I mean, on the other hand, we can play Swift Spear and immediately target it with a gate because it has haste. So I think that haste with Basilisk Gate is fine. Definitely see that. The High Priest being more useful in the slower version. By the way, chat, if any of you want to jam a game, feel free to join. We are pro sniper, just as long as you don't ghost. Yeah, understand. A lot of us, like, we're paper players. Being able to watch, like Moto content is what's, available on Twitch if you're into Pauper, Modern, or formats like that. It's just the best way to be able to view it online. But I miss playing in paper sometimes a lot. On this episode, Cooper does well at brewing with chat. Hey, thanks. I mean, we're what? We're 2-1 so far. Beat a Pestilence deck, which I thought would be a bad matchup. Lost versus Fog, which has got to be one of our worst matchups. And then we won versus Scred. I really think that the speed that we're able to get onto the board has been a big part of winning both of those matches. Hey, here we go. Found somebody. Awesome. Let's play some Magic. We got the play. Luck. Okay, interesting. So we can play the Trailblazer turn 1, but then we don't really have much else to do. We can play the Citadel Gate turn 1, and then the Legionnaire turn 2. We can start attacking, but then we don't have protection. If we play Trailblazer, then Gate, we have protection for the Trailblazer, but no damage. And then by the time we play the Legionnaire, we still don't have protection because we need more mana. I think I'm going to play the Citadel Gate, start trying to get in there with Legionnaire immediately. And then if we can untap with Legionnaire on the board, we're feeling really good. Why aren't you playing Boros Guildgate? Because I don't have any. Alright, which way are they going here? Red? Yeah, they're going red. Seeker of the Way. Okay. So I think we play the Legionnaire, and then next turn we can play Seeker, hold up, Emerge Unscathed. This card has seemed really, really good. Could you imagine if we had Muta? Yeah. I mean, if we had enough mana, though. Basilisk Gate, pump our creature, Teamer Battle Rage, laugh hysterically. Oops. Pro Red. Get this Seeker of the Way nice and strong. Actually, hold on. TBR 6, 12 damage. Okay, not lethal yet. And here's Basilisk Gate doing its best impression of nothing. Okay. They concede that one. They didn't even get to see the TBR. So what are we going to do against this opponent? I think that's a little bit slow for their removal. I kind of like Sacred Cat. They're going to have removal for our creatures, so bringing extra creatures in seems nice. And I'm not a huge fan of TBR in this matchup, since they're going to have all that removal. So we'll just bring in the Sacred Cat for TBR, I think. Oh, the bolts actually seem pretty nice as well. Be able to counter their spell stutter sprites with a bolt. Tello, sup? Good to see ya. Yeah, we were actually playing with Thamos in the earlier version. Trying out a couple different things. We're just changing stuff here and there. So High Priest actually started in the main. We moved it to the side. Now we're trying with Gates, which means I kind of wanted a Sacred Cat. But yeah, we're just playing around with this version, with this idea of playing 10th District Legionnaire and seeing what we can do with it. 10th District has been very, very impressive. We were talking about some of the things like why play this deck over, like Hut Dogs or Mono White Heroic. Getting that Legionnaire is one of the big reasons. Not a huge fan of this hand, but Swift Spear and Muta. Needs more cowbell, 100%. Muta to save the Swift Spear. Does the Basilisk Gate strat work in 3-color? 100%. It works just as good, if not better. Because your gates are going to be able to easily switch between colors, highly recommend Basilisk Gate if you're looking at a 3-color creature deck. Kind of want to play Seeker of the Way this turn. Oh, this is going to be so bad if they have Sweeper, though. I guess we still have Legionnaire if they have Sweeper here, but maybe I should have went with Homestead Courage to try and play around that. Because, yeah, Breath Weapon would make me look silly. I also just wanted to get onto the board, though, wide, right? Like, this way, if they don't have Sweeper, then they're going to have a really hard time hitting each of our creatures with individual spells, and our opponent leaves the game. All right, I don't think this was a proper test, or I don't think this was enough of a test of gates. We're going to have to play another game with gates here. That doesn't mean we can't make a couple little changes. Our opponent has put up another one here asking for tier play. Well, you join me, opponent, okay? Jeez. Underwater Cowbell? Manatee Bell? I remember that from the campaign. Definitely needed more Manatee Bell. Oh, A-Pass? Yes. Yes, please. Okay, yeah, we'll keep it. Not great. Not a huge fan of Basilisk Gate here. Again, you know, like that colorless mana really hurting. This hand would be so much better with, you know, like Plains or something of the like. Yeah, that sucks. Good thing we got the High Priest. Okay, another land. I don't really want to play the High Priest this turn. If we play the Cliff Gate and wait one more turn, we can play the High Priest and then play another spell so that we can get the Trailblazer back. Obviously, if we had Muta here, I would just go for it. Ah, see, here we go. 3 colors. Esper. Get that good removal with Cast Down and Chainer's Edicts. Oops. Let's see here. You probably can build a really grindy deck around High Priest, maybe together, of course, Skyfisher's Omen of the Dead, maybe. I do think that High Priest is definitely a card that has not been explored thoroughly. And I definitely like it in this list. Being able to bring our creatures back, they're so important. It seems pretty good. Although this is a problem, Sacred Cat with Basilisk Gate, and they can even just attack in with Flying for just a ton of damage. We don't have trample or anything yet. Oh, I like this one. Oh, on top for sure. Getting some damage. Really like what the opponent is doing here. They're really maximizing the gates. Navigation orb to be able to get more gates, you know? Pretty cool. Alright, so they get rid of the High Priest with the cast down. And Basilisk Gate on the cat to attack. Alright. Do we just chump here? I don't mind losing a critter. I mean, we could just... If we're going to block, we could just block with Trailblazer. Get to keep our creature. Play that. Get an extra gate. Awesome. Whew. This deck is actually working out pretty well, but one thing to keep in mind is that we are playing in the tournament practice room, and that is very different from leagues. So even though we're doing pretty well here, we got to temper our excitement with this deck because, you know, like going 4-1 in tournament practice doesn't really mean anything. Alar Cubs, I see you have the mana to open a chest. Let's go ahead and do that right quick while we're doing this sideboard thing, okay? Okay, we got 5 play points. Mold Folk, nice. I think that's either my third or fourth Mold Folk. I've actually been wanting more of those. And an Opportunistic Dragon, a 4/3 flyer for 4 mana. When Opportunistic Dragon enters the battlefield, choose target human or artifact an opponent controls. For as long as Opportunistic Dragon remains on the battlefield, gain control of that permanent. It loses all abilities and can't attack or block. Oops, I actually want to close that. Alright, so we still got a minute and a half. What were we playing against? We're playing against Gates. Prismatic Strand seems pretty good if we're going to be able to, you know, prevent all the damage that they're dealing. I like the High Priest for sure. Again, TBR, if they have a bunch of removal, I don't really want that. And then we'll take out one more card. What colors were they? They were Esper. I'll just take out one Muta. I mean, Gate seemed good there. They got us that last bit of damage in, so we were able to kill that turn. Gave our creature what? +5? think what I'm probably going to do with this is I might actually just release the whole thing unedited on YouTube so people can see the entire testing process. You know, like see me switching cards in between and stuff. We're on the draw. This hand gets really good if we draw a land. Let's gamble. Blue. Okay, nice. We drew the land. Yeah, the colorless mana is terrible. That's something that I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream. Really do not like the Basilisk Gate for the colorless mana. And that's why the first 3 matches I played, I was playing 0 gates. We were playing a lot more basics. Discard Prismatic Strands? Oh, Deep Analysis, that makes sense. Oh, we can play 10th District Legionnaire right now and have Muta up. That's awesome. I mean, there's another card almost exactly like this one that we could be playing for 2 mana. We could use colorless mana with that. Oh, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, Fist of Flame. Yep. Get a Plains. Okay. Is interesting. Let's start with Anger. Cartouche. Gives First Strike. I mean, it's a spell. Let's keep it. Well, that seems pretty good. I'm going to keep that one too. Yeah, maybe we take out Fur of the Bitten and bring in Fists of Flame. Although one of the things that I do like are, like all the 1 mana spells, we're able to throw them down really quick. But again, like if we're playing the gates, playing Basilisk Gate, maybe we want to be a little bit slower. Oh, crap. Unmake? Really? Yeah, that seems really good, opponent. You got me. Unmake. They might have edicts. I'll hold the warrior back. We don't want to attack with the warrior, they block with Squadron Hawk, then they play edict, we lose. Deep analysis, they go to 7. Oh, they're tapping low. They only have a single black left. We're going in on Ancestral Anger here. This might be a win. Mountain. Oh, this is actually bad if we draw Basilisk Gate. Shit. I should not have played that. Control Z. Oh, that doesn't work. All right, let's go in. We did it, friends. We did it. All right, so we played 2 matches with the gates. No, I do want this window just over here. So we played 2 matches with the gates. Very small sample size. Uh, Teamer Battle Rage has been coming out for most sideboarding, but that's because there's so much removal in the format. I do like to have that there as kind of like this gotcha. I do like TBR with the Basilisk Gate. One thing we are going to do is we're going to take, what was it, Fists of Flame? Is it Fists or Fist? Fists, okay. So let's see here. We're going to add at least 2 for the Fur of the Bitten. So one of the ideas behind the heroic prowess combination is that you're able to get value from your spells. You get double value. So you have a heroic creature on the battlefield and as many prowess creatures as you want. You target your heroic creature, and all your prowess creatures also grow alongside it. So I kind of feel like prowess and heroic goes together like peanut butter and jam. All right, we're going to try one more like this. Oh, I took out TBR and Fur of the Bitten, and we're going to play 4 Fists of Flame and 4 Ancestral Anger. A lot of ways to give our creatures trample this way, and we get to draw cards with Fists of Flame, which we don't get to do with TBR. I really, really like the Trailblazer. One of the big reasons that I like this, I mean, the O4 body, right? And it costs 1 mana, but having the O4 body means that right away it's immune to Lightning Bolt, and if they want to hit it with a Scred, they have to have 4 lands in play, and that's if I've done nothing to the Trailblazer. So yeah, Trailblazer is almost immune to damage-based removal. And yeah, I think Fist of Flame is going to be even better with Tethmos, the High Priest. We're going to be more interested in casting Fist of the Flame than we would be with TBR, where with TBR we're really looking for the right moment. All right, let's give this list a try. Pauper, Tournament Practice. So this way we'll have played 3 matches with no gates and 3 matches with gates. And then, yeah, I'll put all of this up onto YouTube, like the whole thing. And, yeah, people will be able to see the testing process, at least a small part of it. And I really appreciate everybody in chat helping me out with this. Your advice, your card suggestions have really helped being able to push this deck further, faster. One land hand with this. Don't like it. All creatures and lands. Keep this. I think we just get rid of Mountain here. And then after this match, we are going to be taking a little break from Magic, and I'm going to be playing some Chivalry 2. If any of you are interested in seeing me play a video game that is not Magic, we're going to be playing that for a little bit online. Probably not for too long though, because I imagine it's just going to absolutely kill my average viewer count. I am still trying to get into the partner program. Hey, thanks, handsome. Hey, who knows? You might enjoy the watch. It's a really fun video game. Am I dead? Thanks, Chuck. 10th District Legionnaire. It does. I think that I'm going to keep on working on the deck over the weekend. Maybe take it on to Deluxe Ikov's stream if he's playing in tournament practice. And then, yeah, and then maybe take it through League next week. Okay. So trading 1 for 1, and we're also not taking a ton of poison. Not the worst trade. But we're also really far from doing anything here. Oh, Basilisk Gate, so we can start, like, pumping our creatures up pretty soon. I could play Tethmos, actually. But, you know, not having access to that red mana is really hurting. And if I play Cliffgate, I don't play anything. So maybe we can block the Glistener Elf with the Trailblazer, and then we can work at getting our creatures back eventually. Rancor, woof. Wonder what else they got here. Maybe another Vines? Oh, Snakeskin Veil. So that does kill my critter. We've got a 4/2 to attack with. Yeah, we got another blocker here. I like that idea. Going slower, focusing on High Priest, getting a lot of value over several turns. Incentive, you say? Oh, these red cards, no red mana? Oh my! Look at that, handsome with the gift sub! Thank you so much! Really appreciate that. Another gift sub to the Legacy Pit. And Mercurial Blue. Damn. Thank you so much. Enjoy the emotes, everybody. Yeah. Gonna give him Trample, get my creature back. Guess I get Seeker? And then we can actually, like, Basilisk Gate and attack in for some damage. It was a chonky priest. 7/7. Now it's back to a 2/3. That's a good point. I was thinking, like, it has power so it can kill. But no, you're right. Getting the 0/4 block more poison is a better idea. We could just be dead here. Either that or they spend mana regenerating. How much damage do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we get untapped land, we can Basilisk Gate twice. Okay, they have a blocker. Muta. Get another blocker. Got a block. Please don't kill. Ah, we needed another blocker. So if we did not attack with the High Priest, they would be at 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, okay. So we're going to want to bring in Prismatic Strands and Lightning Bolt. We can probably just take out Muta. Land. Oh, that's right. The land means the double Basilisk Gate, so we would have had it. Shit. Kind of like Sacred Cat because we're able to recast it. So it can block twice, and it taps to cast Prismatic Strands. Not for the life gain, for the things that I mentioned. Because life gain isn't really going to do very much versus Infect. No creatures. We're going to mulligan this. Not a huge fan of this one either, but we're going to keep it. Opponent's on a mulligan as well. Looks like they might be keeping at 6. Okay, let's play. Land grants. We get to see their hand. Oh, yeah. Lightning Bolt. That's going to be so good if they play Blight Mamba next turn. Come on. You know you want to do it. Move in on that Blight Mamba. Be greedy. So greedy. Let's punish them. In the name of the moon. All right, what we know of their hand from here is it isn't good. So thanks for letting me know what your hand is. That really helped. All right, let's play Trailblazer. We'll put a counter on it, and that'll give the Seeker of the Way prowess so it can attack for extra damage. Oh yeah, forgot about the Vigilance thing. That's really cool. Oh wow. Opponent has no plays, no creatures. I think we got this one locked up. Basilisk Gate doing work here. Able to give our creatures +4/+4 repeatable. And next turn we even get to cast Homestead Courage along with Use the Gate. Alright, moving on to game 3. That was pretty lucky though, having the Lightning Bolt available for their creature, them only having the one creature, and them putting the creature down without protection. It all really worked out for us. Alright, one more game. This one's a no. And opponent keeps 7. This one's a big yes, double bolt, even though we have no creatures. And no white mana. We can use Fists of Flame on their creatures to draw cards if we want. Nice. They show me their hand again. Use that other land grant immediately. Use it right now. You don't want to show me another card. You should have used that other land grant right away. I don't have enough cards here. I think I misclicked and have a card that's missing. Oh, that's sweet. Love this. I don't love seeing it, but I think it's really, really cool. Okay. Just need that white mana. I'm gonna use Fists of Flame on this thing in response so we can draw a card. If they want a Snakeskin Veil, that's still a 1-for-1 trade. Nice. Even better. Prevent that damage. Get a Cliff Gate. Okay, we'll block, prevent green damage. I'm thinking about using Fists of Flame on the 10th District Legionnaire. That way we don't have to worry about leather armor. We don't have to worry about Vines of Vastwood. Seems like a pretty good turn. Seems like a really good turn. on top. And attack for 7. Oh, that's right, Vigilance too. Look, I'm looking pretty solid here. No, we're not playing a league today. I am going to be playing a little bit of Shiv 2, if Chivalry 2, if you want to stick around and watch me play some fun video games. Oops, cancel that. And we have a bolt to finish the game. GG. Wow, that worked out really well. So we made a lot of changes, but if we look at this testing series as a whole, we played 6 matches of Magic, and we went 5-1, if I recall correctly. We have 2 different decks. This is where we started. Really liked the aggression we had here with the untapped lands, the basics. We were able to get onto the board very, very quickly, start doing damage immediately. 10th District Legionnaire was amazing. Definitely liked everything that was going on with this. We eventually moved on towards Boros Heroic with Gates, because I wanted to test it out, give it a fair shot. And after, like a little bit of messing with the numbers, changing the deck a little bit, I like where we ended up with the High Priest, Fist of Flame. So we've got a few things we can use colorless mana for. And then actually the Basilisk Gate did very well for dealing those extra points of damage. If we look at, like the last 3 games, Basilisk Gate was absolutely doing work. Giving our creatures, like +3, +4. Once we put the Fists of Flame into the deck, we had a lot of ways to be giving our creatures trample. We can give our creatures protection from colors so that we can get in for that extra damage with our tall creature. Yeah, I think that this deck has actually been really fun, and I really enjoyed it. I think that there is still some more work that needs to be done in order to get to this deck to, like its higher potential. But I think that there is something there. We might want to continue making some changes. I'm not sure about Swift Spear. I do like having the haste with the Basilisk Gate. I like having prowess creatures with Heroic. So there's definitely some value to it. I'm just wondering what else we could potentially be bringing in, since we are playing the High Priest. Although, again, having haste with High Priest seems really good. Being able to, like cast Fist of Flame on the High Priest, and you bring Swift Spear back, and you can attack with it immediately, draw a card, maybe get another spell, so you can give the prowess a shot. Yeah, I will say that really, really enjoyed this deck, and I think there's something here.